EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz play host to the Golden State Warriors. The opening tip is won by Golden State. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Warriors last year had to go on the road, win a Game 7 at Houston to take the West. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
Especially because this is the last year at Oracle Arena. And when you have a team that can play with a sense of urgency that is as talented as this Golden State Warriors team is, you better watch out. They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Utah's got it. Rubio to Joe Ingles. To Rubio. Trying to cash in. Ricky Rubio missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Curry to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Mitchell with it up top. 10-6 our score. To Rubio. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And Draymond Green throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Joe Ingles. Work it down to Favors. in the lane, won't go. To Thompson. Green. Utah with the possession. To Favors. Inside, he scores. Curry into the front court. The score 12-8. Driving right to the basket. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Joe Ingles to Rubio. With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down. Curry to bring it up. Leads 4. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
With a drop step. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen, watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Rubio. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Favors. Short jumper off the mark. Jay, you know the Warriors love challenges. As they go for a three-peat, why not try and incorporate the personality and presence of a DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, if there's anybody up for the challenge, it will be a head coach who's had multiple years in dealing with one of the hottest players, when I mean personality, hottest players in the league, and Draymond Green, and that's Steve Kerr. And look, DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back on this team probably after All-Star break, and I think he'll have a chance to really add another versatile piece. But in the interim, I think a guy like Jordan Bell is going to be huge. There's no more JaVale McGee in this squad, but a guy like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney can give them the length and the intimidation of what they need down low on the blocks.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. That's blocked by Durant.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
KD with the rock. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor to Green. Kevin Durant lets it fly. There to grab it is Rubio. Rubio into the front court. Down 12. Mitchell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nice finish at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Livingston to Thompson. Durant. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Cleans it up. On on the follow. Way to stay with it.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Down low to Favors. 3 seconds, it's going the other way. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Warriors, number 5.
Livingston to Durant. The jumper's off the mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
The assist from number 11.
It's Thompson. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Derek Favors with a piece to Thompson.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Thompson. Nice pass to get things going.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
4-3. Won't go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team on top by 13. Durant. That won't go. Exum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Thompson. Durant. And the rebound comes down to Utah. It's Jazz ball. Deep right corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. The follow won't go either. Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
This just blows my mind. The lane was so open. It almost looks like the offense is trying to make the layup even more difficult than what it was. They look bored out there.
To Alec Burks. Curling inside. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kevin Durant. He's at 50%. Solid. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Fires the three. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
It's Golden State basketball. Thompson. To Durant. From long range. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face for three. Kevin Durant. Dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
The drive. Right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle. 4-2.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
It's Cook with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Here's Durant for two. Shot won't go. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Utah ball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Durant. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Durant. For three, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Warriors have the basketball. Cleans it up. Driving right to the basket. Durant. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Joe Ingles. To Durant. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Durant lets it fly. Rebounds pulled in by Gobert. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and his footwork on the perimeter to guard pick and pops, especially in the West where people are playing small ball, is imperative for this team. This team has to win it on a defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz. Old school, like the old days with Byron Russell and John Stockton. That's the way they'll win games.
To Durant. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys down big. Lays it up and in.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Durant. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Jazz have the ball. Rubio. To Gobert. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Oops, he missed the first one.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 30, Stephen Curry. And number 11, Klay Thompson.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Curry with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Knocked loose.
To number 27,
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
number 2. Into the game for the Utah Jazz.
Thompson. Durant knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Kevin Durant with a chance at a 4-point play. Career 88% from the line. And hits at the line. Utah's got it. Rubio to Favors. Inside, he scores.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
On a bad pass, going to be taken away by the Warriors.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Steph lets loose. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio to Gobert. And look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Rubio, stolen by the Warriors.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Runner's good there.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
It's Mitchell controlling the offense. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league
out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Goes to the left side. Durant. Has a chance. A shot by Durant that's no good. Favors. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
There was so much debate going on about who was the best gem in the 2017 NBA draft. Was that Jason Tatum? But a lot of people think it's Donovan Mitchell. I have to agree. What a great find by Dennis Lindsey, the GM for the Jazz. At 13 overall, he wound up leading all rookies in scoring, averaging 20.5 points per game.
Here's Rubio up top. Down a bundle. Work it down to Favors. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Utah with the possession. Rubio. Mitchell. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's Jazz ball. Rubio. Probing the defense. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Curry to Thompson. Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Rubio. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
Durant across the timeline. The lead is 15. With the flush, taking on all comers. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Rubio. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Curry to Green. Big finish at the rim. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Ricky Rubio. He's 3 for 7.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Curry to Thompson. Curry buries the three. He's too good to leave that open. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
It's Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden. Golden State, okay? They have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for Golden State, number
Green to Durant. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Deep right corner. Down low to Favors. Defense making the ball carrier work. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Durant. Curry. He engulfed him that time. To Rubio. Work it down to Favors. Defense making the ball hit.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Curry to Thompson. Derek Favors pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Mitchell with it up top. Final minute, first half. To Favors.
He don't need no screen. He don't need no screen.
Rubio to Gobert. From the painted area, won't go down. Warriors basketball to Durant. Curry to Green. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one.
Golden State a cheat code.
The Warriors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Jazz may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Assists.
The Utah Jazz struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Utah ball. Rubio to Joe Ingles.
Here we go.
Oh, denied.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Favors. Mitchell And the rebound comes down to Green.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Durant to Thompson, deep left corner. Curry hits the three-pointer. Curry, no doubt, is a transformative player. Some say for the worst. Is there too much of a reliance on the three-point shot at all levels?
No, we're watching the game evolve, and Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
To Thompson. Curry. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Golden State at the controls. Here comes the screen. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rubio, down low to Favors. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
One of the best-kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys down big.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Throws it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Possession lies with Golden State to Thompson. Nice pass to set things up. Shot from the lane won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rubio. To Joe Ingles. 4-3. Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that three.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Durant. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first.
Number 9, Andre Iguodala.
Goes 2 for 2. Warriors have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Damian Jones at the line. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Draymond Green looking good. 4 for 5.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Derek Favors trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Klay Thompson with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
With a drop step, with the basket after a nice drop step.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Screen coming to Thompson. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. New blood coming in for both sides. Rubio gets it in the right corner. Mitchell, it's no good. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Steph at the controls. To Shaun Livingston. Sizing up the defense. Livingston's shot won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Utah. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. To Green. Draymond Green. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
With a drop step. And the rebound taken in by Jones. Curry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Rubio. Has a chance. Oh, looks like everyone's getting into the action.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
To Shaun Livingston. Inside, he scores.
Green doesn't need to score to be effective. He's a more skilled Dennis Rodman of this generation. He's an undersized student of the game who can guard positions 1 through 5, a rarity even in today's style. And let me tell you what he's going to do. He's going to disrupt your game plan and probably try to get under your skin. So stay composed and don't go for the bait.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Shaun Livingston with a drop step. Nice pass to set things up.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Rubio. Mitchell. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Livingston. Curry Gets rebounded by the Jazz. To Gobert. Rubio. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Donovan Mitchell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. It's Golden State basketball. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Alec Burks.
I told you the screen was coming.
Over to the right side. To Alec Burks. Fires the 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
It's a second. One more coming. Warriors have the basketball. To Green. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Screen coming. Sends it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Time to shuffle things up. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Curry with the ball. The drive right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Alec Burks. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not done yet. With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down. Livingston across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. To Curry. Fires the 3, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Alec Burks. Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Efe Udoh at the line. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. It's Steph Curry with the rock. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
First free throw is good. Second one's no good. One more coming.
State Warriors, number 35, Kevin Durant.
Curry has it. Count the bucket for 2.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Here's Exum. His guy's down 11. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Jazz have the ball.
Ball. Block up. Here he comes.
Here comes the screen.
Right there.
Ingles with a shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The shot by Livingston, no good. Mitchell with the basketball. Down 11. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I'm going to be real with you. I haven't seen any limitations in Donovan Mitchell's game. He's always on balance, and it doesn't matter if you hit him attacking the rim or off the dribble. You're never going to knock him off kill. The only thing you can do as an opponent is you have to make him work the entire length of the ball game. Pick him up 94 feet, get his legs tired, and hope that he makes bad decisions down the stretch.
Utah's got it.
Got some for him.
Curling inside. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
The Utah Jazz. Number 2, shooting.
Nope, first one does not go.
Jazz. Number 27, Rudy Gobert. Into the game for the Warriors. Number 11, Klay Thompson.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Livingston to bring it up. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. Livingston to Thompson. From long range. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
For 3, they get it down to Gobert. The follow won't go either. Livingston. Rudy Gobert with the block. That's his first of the game.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
To the line, shooting 2.
First try, no good.
Jazz. Number 15, Derek Favors. Stepping in for the Golden State Warriors. Number 35, Kevin.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's Klay Thompson with the rock. Has a look. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Rubio up top. The margin standing now at 7. Tosses. And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Rudy Gobert at the line. first one goes down. And he makes them both. It's Curry controlling the offense. Durant. Here's a chance from long range and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for three.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
There it is, number 6. He's finished. Seat on the bench for the rest of this one.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Derek Favors at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Warriors basketball. Curry. To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Rubio into the front court. The deficit is 6. Down low, it's Mitchell, and finishes strong.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Joe Ingles to Favors. Screen coming. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good. To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Substitution being made in this one. Utah with the possession. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Rubio to Gobert. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3 to Gobert. Trying to cash in. Gobert comes up empty. Curry into the front court. Up 6. Durant. Short jumper stays out. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
My ball.
To Favors. Two there, won't go. Durant across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Thompson. To Durant. Livingston. Kevin Durant lets it fly. And the rebound taken by the big Frenchman, Gobert. It's Mitchell controlling the offense. To Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the trap.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 6. To Durant. To Thompson. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Sean Livingston at the line. Knocks down the first.
Subbing in for the Jazz, number 23. Subbing in.
So he hits the first, misses the second. It's Jazz ball. To Favors. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Favors. Mitchell. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
To Thompson. Five to shoot for Golden State. Kevin Durant lets it go. Knocks it down off the step back. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen, watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Kevin Durant has it. To Thompson. Surveys the floor. Thompson. Trying to make his move. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that.
The assist from number 15.
Here's Rubio up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Gobert. Stuffs it down with authority. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Mitchell with it up top. Now down 6. 4-3. Donovan Mitchell at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Gets a second to go with one more to come. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. To Durant.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
To Sean Livingston. Jazz have it. Rubio into the front court. His guys down 3. Offensive rebound. Rubio to Favors. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Gobert. Around the perimeter. Rubio. Well defended, but Ricky Rubio takes his man for a ride and knocks it down.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good. He finishes off the three-point play as they take a 3-point lead. Utah ball. Here comes the screen. Ankle breaker. Ouch. Work it down to Favors. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by 1. Driving right to the basket. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Jazz have the ball.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Ricky Rubio. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move.
To Durant. Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Here's Rubio into the front court. Now trailing by a point. Jazz will take a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot?
Chance to win IT.
Quinn Snyder's going to give a few of his guys a breather. From the painted area, won't go down. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors emerged victorious after a tight finish. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Jazz just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. 3-point shooting.
each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.